Hi everybody, welcome to the Hub Ninja series. I'm Jericho Usher, your host. Okay, first thing you're probably asking yourself is, what is the Hub Ninja series? What I've basically done is, over the last couple of years, about three and a half years, I've collected a series of tips and tricks, just things that I've figured out on my own. I've always been kind of a creative spirit, especially when I'm limited in some way. For example, this all kind of started when I got on hub pages and I wanted to build a hub and I wanted to put an image on the left side of the page instead of the right. It couldn't be done within the page itself or using the tools. So I figured out a way to do that, and then that just led to the next thing and the next thing. So what I've figured out was there's a lot of different ways you can use the capsules and their features to format your hub in certain ways that look really aesthetically pleasing. So what I'm going to show you in this series is how to set up your hubs in such a way using capsules and features like macros. The macros is kind of when you put a bunch of things together to create something bigger or something synergistic. So if you remember the old days of AOL when people used to put macros in chat rooms, it's just a bunch of pictures built out of words and letters and type things off the keyboard. So what I figured out was basically using the same technology, is going in and networking and using different capsules to create a certain effect. So what I'm going to show you in this series, this is the first page of the series, starting with the next hub, which will be linked here, and every hub that I create after that is going to be linked here. So you'll just need to bookmark this one page, and you can come back to this page and see all the different things that are created, all the different hubs that are created with all the tips. Each hub is going to come complete with a written out explanation of the tip. It may be several tips in one hub, or something's very simple, then I'll just create it all into one hub. And then I'm going to create a tutorial video for each one of those so you can see it in real time. My goal is, by the end of writing several of these hubs, that you'll have more tools to use in your capsule toolbox. Utilizing the same capsules, the same features, and without breaking TOS, you can create all kinds of effects that you just can't create with the basic capsules. What I'm trying to show you how to do is break outside of the box and to see how much more you can do with what you have. And so that's kind of what I want to do with hub pages, is show you how you can dress up your pages and format your pages so they're more appealing aesthetically, both to your readers and fun for you to build hubs that are completely different from other people's hubs. Now, some of these tips I've grabbed from watching other people's hubs. For example, if you look at my profile page, you'll see all these black bars that separate different parts of the text. I call them page breaks, but essentially all I did with that was I saw somebody's profile that had that on there, and I didn't know how they created that bar, what key combination, but I knew it was something on the keyboard because it won't let you put anything that's not on the keyboard on that page or any text capsule, and it has to be ASCII. But I could figure it out, but what I basically did was just copied a couple of the bars and then I created my own. And then you can make it longer or shorter just by copying one next to the other and so forth. So that's one of the first tips I'm going to show you that's in this hub. The next hub is going to have a series of other tips that I've written down and have figured out over the years. And we'll just go over them one at a time. Eventually, you'll figure out how to think completely outside the box with your capsules and to see if you have something in your mind's eye of what you want a piece of your hub to look like. It's just a matter of using some ingenuity and going in and changing things or using networks of features in other capsules together to create kind of an effect. One of the most basic effects that is actually included in the hub pages building capsules is if you put a text capsule next to another text capsule, you have the option of changing the background to a light blue or a light gray. I think there's 3 different shades that you can use. And that's kind of the first effect that I saw, and it gave me the idea of, well, that's pretty cool, and yeah, it comes with it and anybody can do it. But there's got to be other ways to network capsules in ways that do something similar, but don't require you to have like a text capsule next to another text capsule. A lot of what I do uses images. I've even figured out how to use images to hop throughout the page, or how to create a table of contents to hop through the page. I already have a hub about that. So hopefully you'll enjoy this series. I'd love to hear your comments, and if you have any ideas, if you have a hub with tips and tricks, I'd like to see them, and maybe I'll link to your hub. So send me a link to your hub and I'll take a look and give you a link so we can do a link exchange. My main goal here is to help you think outside the box and see that your hub pages can do a lot more than just the basic things that most people do on their hub pages. Now, the beauty of this is not everybody thinks outside the box when it comes to formatting their hub. So that's going to give you an edge as far as your readership seeing your hub as something unique and something cool. I don't want you to copy exactly what I do, but what you can do is use these tools to format your page in a way that nobody else has done. Because even people using the same toolbox can do different things with those tools. And so as you learn each of these tricks, it's going to kind of open up your awareness a little bit more, and you're going to see how to create any effect that you want on your page. Just just using the tools available. So, I mean, there's enough basic capsules and features within capsules that give you the ability to do some pretty powerful stuff, and that's what I'm going to show you in this series. So, I hope you enjoy it. Again, comments are accepted, and there will be new ones coming out every week. Take a look, bookmark, and I will see you here.